everyone, it's me, Adachi-Ku and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Well, today's video, guys, is I'll be doing a painting on art tables. Yun, here in Happinoy. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, ako nga pala si Erica Arlante. Cox, of course, because I'm married already. So, ang Happinoy is Philippine restaurant actually yan before. But then, ginawa namin siyang bar. So, naging cafe bar siya, resto bar siya. So, binalak na talaga namin before na gawin siyang art bar since mahilig ako mag-paint. So, ayun, mahilig talaga ako sa mga artwork. So, ayun, nagbibenta ako ng mga portraits. So, since napaka-boring ng mga lamesa dito sa Happinoy, naisipan namin na pinturahan na lang siya. So, ayun, sabi ng husband ko, why don't you paint the table at lagyan mo ng kung sino yung mga favorite stars mo. So, ayun, napag-usapan namin na sino ba talaga ang mga gusto ng mga tao ipinta dito. So, last month, I think, nag-ask ako sa Facebook ko magbigay ng mga sobrang mga sikat na mga kilala talaga, very iconic persons before. Ayun, so naglagay ako dito ng kung sino ang pwede kong i-paint. So, ayun, sa Facebook ko. So, maraming nagsabi na ganito, ganyan. Ang dami nilang pinili dun eh. As in, ang dami. Pero yung napili ko is si Michael Jackson. Kasi may nag-advise ka, Michael Jackson. Kasi ngayon, lumabas eh. Siyempre, pakinggan ko yung mga contacts ko, diba? So, may Michael Jackson, merong Elizabeth Taylor. Basta marami pa sila nilagay dun. Iba, actually, merong Audrey Hepburn and James Dean. And also Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe. Si Marilyn Monroe talaga, choice ko talaga yun. Yung number one ko talaga, yung gustong-gusto ko talaga si Marilyn Monroe. At I love her story. At yun nga, habang ginagawa ko ang mga paintings, talagang nag-search ako about sa kanila. Kung ano yung mga naging life nila, like that. Karoon siya ng depression sa life niya. She's very beautiful, sexy. So, talagang number one ko talaga siya. So, ayun lang. Nilagay ko Marilyn Monroe talaga yung gusto ko. Gagawin ko talaga. Pero, binigyan ko ng also chance ang ibang tao kung sinong pwedeng ilagay. Actually, tapos ko na yung paintings actually nandito. Pero, hindi ko pa siya maipapakita. Konti lang. Ayan. So, abangan nyo kung sino-sino itong mga taong ito. Kasi nga, as in, I love everything after talagang na-assemble namin yung mga, actually hindi pa pala siya na-assemble, hindi pa siya nakakabit. So, sa next vlog na lang yun, gagawa kami kung paano namin i-didikit those tables, and then ilalagyan pa namin yan ng epoxy resin para maging matibay yung surface niya, na kahit lagyan niyo siya ng baso is magiging okay. Anyway guys, para makita nyo kung ano yung mga ginawa ko dito, please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe muna, okay? Yun muna ang unahin nyo kasi I need some subscribers. Gusto ko talagang maabot yung 2,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you sa mga lahat ng mga nagtumulong sa akin at unti-unti dumadami yung ating subscribers. Yun nga guys, please support my channel. Anyway guys, okay, simulan na natin. Guys, nandito na po ang ating magiging lamesa in the future. So dito ko i-drawing ang lahat ng mga artist na sobrang sikat before. So anyway, ayun po, sisimulan na natin. Anyway, maglalagay muna tayo ng coat nito, okay?
Well, of course, I couldn't do this alone without the help of my handsome husband. He's actually putting a water sealer on it para maging protected ang ating wood at para pagka meron na spill tayo ng mga nomimono or mga drinks natin or soup or food, hindi siya papasok at magkaroon ng mold sa ating woods. Anyway, pinapatuyo lang namin ito sa labas ng Happinoy and then it's ready to coat na. So, I'm using this latex paint to coat our wood. Actually, all of the materials that I'm using is available in every home center. And now, I'm preparing for my wood to cover with latex paint. It should be really coated well para mas maganda ang ating tables at mas matibay. So, we have to flip kasi pwede nating pinturahan din yung likod para mas protected talaga siya. And then, I'm preparing to outline everyone here. So, now I'm outlining Elizabeth Taylor. She's super beautiful. I love her purple eyes, so I'm very excited to paint her. But actually, I already outlined 3 of them here. I'm just gonna surprise you guys, but I think kilala nyo na yan. Anyway, uunahin ko lang si Elizabeth Taylor. I'm actually using sandpaper here para talagang maging makinis siya. And as you can see, I have already base and also shadings here. And now I'm going to put her perfect brows. So, ayan na po. But, let me tell you a story about Elizabeth Taylor. Her name is Dame Elizabeth Rosemont Taylor. She was born February 27, 1932, and she passed away March 23, 2011. So, recently lang talaga yon kasi 2011, hindi naman kalayuan yun sa atin. She was an American actress, businesswoman, and humanitarian. She began her career as a child actress in early 1940s. Elizabeth was one of the most popular stars of classical Hollywood cinema in 1950s. She continued her career successfully into the 1960s and remained a well-known public figure for the rest of her life. And in 1999, the American Film Institute named her the 7th greatest female screen legend. Wow! And again, Elizabeth Rosemont Taylor, born February 27, 1932, in London, England. And then she died March 23, 2011 at the age of 79 in Los Angeles, California, United States. And resting place naman niya, Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Glendale, California. Nationality naman ni Elizabeth Taylor is United Kingdom and United States. So, half pala siya. Ang kanya namang palayaw or ang other names niya or ang kanyang nickname is Liz Taylor. Occupation, of course, actress, businesswoman, and humanitarian. Years active, 1942 to 2007. Ang spouses naman niya o yung mga naging asawa naman niya, she was married before to Conrad Hilton noong 1950 and then nag-divorce sila noong 1951. And then she got married again to Michael Welding in 1952 and then nag-divorce sila noong 1957. And then kay Mike Todd na naman 1957 and then namatay siya noong 1958. And then kay Eddie Fisher, pakasal sila noong 1959 and then nag-divorce sila noong 1964. And then kay Richard Burton, ito naman ay nagpakasal sila noong 1964 and then nag-divorce sila noong 1974. And then nagpakasal na naman 1975 and then nag-divorce na naman ulit noong 1976. And then nagpakasal na naman siya ulit sa kay John Warner noong 1976 and then divorce na naman noong 1982. And then kay Larry Fortensky noong 1991 and then nag-divorce na naman sila noong 1996. Wow ha, ikaw na Liz Taylor. Anyway, let's jump into Marilyn Monroe. Ito ang favorite ko talaga. So now I'm outlining her and then I'm going to put some base and then after this, put some shades and then continue na talaga tong pagpipaint ko sa kanya. Pero I just wanna tell you about Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortenson. June 1, 1926 siya pinanganak at August 4, 1962 naman siya pumanaw. She was an American actress, model, and singer, famous for playing comedic blonde bombshell characters, and she became one of the most popular sex symbols of the 1950s and early 1960s and was emblematic of the era changing attitude towards sexuality. She was a top-billed actress for only a decade, but her films grossed $200 million, equivalent to $2 billion in 2019. By the time of her death in 1962, long after her death, she was continued to be a major icon of pop culture. Norma Jean Mortenson, born June 1, 1926, in Los Angeles, California, United States, and she died August 4, 1962 at the age of 36 in Los Angeles, California, United States. The cause of death, barbiturate overdose. Siya naman ay namamahinga sa Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery. Yung other name niya is Norma Jean Baker. So yun talaga ang tunay niyang pangalan. Ang occupation naman niya is actress, model, and singer. Years active, 1945 and 1962. Naging asawa niya si James Dougherty noong 1942, nag-divorce sila ng 1946, and then nagpakasal naman sila ng sikat na baseball player na si Joe DiMaggio noong 1954, and then nag-divorce sila noong 1955, and then after that, nagpakasal siya kay Arthur Miller noong 1956, and then nag-divorce sila noong 1961. Marilyn Monroe, born and raised in Los Angeles, Monroe spent most of her childhood in foster homes and orphanage and married at the age of 16. She was working in a factory as part of the war effort during World War II when she met the photographer from the first motion picture unit and began successful in pin-up modeling career, which led to short-lived film contract in 20th Century Fox and Columbia Pictures. After a series of minor film roles, she signed a new contract with Fox in late 1950. Over the next 2 years, she became a popular actress with roles in several comedies including As Young as You Feel and A Monkey Business, and in dramas Flash by Night and Don't Bother to Knock. Marilyn faced a scandal when it was revealed that she posted for nude photos before she became a star, but the story did not damage her career. Instead, dumami pa ang nanood ng kanyang mga movies. By 1953, Monroe was one of the most marketable Hollywood stars. She had leading roles in the film of Your Niagara, which focused on her sex appeal, and the comedies Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire. Later on in life, Monroe's troubled private life received much attention. She struggled with addiction, depression, and anxiety. Well, anyway, it's too very sad to tell everything about Marilyn Monroe. Let's jump to Michael Jackson's outline here. So now I'm outlining Michael Jackson's face, and then I'm going to prepare for base and then shadings and everything. But let me tell you a story about Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson was born August 29, 1958, and he passed away June 25, 2009. He was an American singer, songwriter, and a dancer. Dubbed the King of the Pop, he is regarded as one of the most significant culture figures of 20th century. Through stage and video performances, he popularized complicated dance techniques such as moonwalk, to which he gave the name. His sounds and styles have influenced artists of various genres, and his contribution to music, dance, and fashion, along with his publicized personal life, made him a global figure in popular culture for over 4 decades. Jackson is the most awarded artist in the history of popular music. Michael Jackson was born August 29, 1958 in Gary, Indiana, United States, and he died June 25, 2009 at the age of 50 in Los Angeles, California, United States. Michael Jackson's cause of death is cardiac arrest induced by acute propofol and benzodiazepines intoxication. Michael Jackson buried in Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Glendale, California, United States. Michael Jackson's spouses, Lisa Marie Presley, they got married in 1994 and then they divorced in 1996, and then he got married again with Debbie Rowe in 1996 and then divorced in 1999. And then he got children, Michael Jr., Paris, and Prince Michael II. So, yan po ang story ni Michael Jackson. And now we're going to jump in to Elvis Presley. Now, I'm outlining Elvis Presley's face here, and then I'm going to prepare for the base and also for the shades and highlights. But let me tell you a story about Elvis Presley. Elvis Aaron Presley. He was born January 8, 1935, and he passed away August 16, 1977, also known simply as Elvis. He was an American singer, musician, and actor. He is regarded as one of the most significant culture icon of the 20th century and is often referred as the King of the Rock and Roll, or simply the King. His energized interpretation of song and sexually provocative performance style, combined with a singular potent mix of influence across color lines during a transformative era in race relation, led him to great success and initial controversy. Elvis Aaron Presley, born January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, United States, and he died August 16, 1977 at the age of 42 in Memphis, Tennessee, United States. The cause of death, heart attack. His resting place is in Memphis, Tennessee. He was married with Priscilla Beaulieu in 1967 and then they divorced in 1973. They had one child. Her name is Lisa Marie Presley, which is naging asawa rin siya ni Michael Jackson. Wow! In November 1956, Presley made his film debut in Love Me Tender, drafted into military service in 1958. Presley relaunched his recording career 2 years later with some of his most commercially successful work. With his rise from poverty to significant fame, Presley's success seemed to be epitomized the American dream. He is the best-selling solo music artist of all time and was commercially successful in many genres, including pop, country, R&B, adult contemporary, and gospel. He also won 3 Grammy Awards, received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award at age 36. And has been inducted into multiple Music Hall of Fame. He is super sikat because he is Elvis Presley, and now we're going to jump with this beautiful man, super gorgeous man. His name is, of course, James Dean. And now I'm outlining James Dean's face here, and I'm going to put base and highlights and also shadings. But let me tell you a story about James Dean. His name is James Byron Dean. He was born February 8, 1931, and he passed away September 30, 1955. He was an American actor. He is remembered as a cultural icon of teenage disillusionment and social estrangement, as expressed in a title of his most celebrated film, Rebel Without a Cause in 1955, in which he starred as troubled teenager Jim Stark. The other 2 roles that defined his stardom were Loner, Cal Trask in East of Eden in 1955 and Shirley Ranch Hand Jet Drink in Giant 1956. James Dean was born February 8, 1931 in Marion, Indiana, United States, and he died September 30, 1955 at the age of 24. He's so young, in Shulam, California, United States. Well, what's the cause of death? It's car accident. Super sayang ka talaga, James Dean. Super young mo pa naman. His resting place is at Park Cemetery, Fairmont, Indiana, United States. His occupation, actor, and years active is 1950 to 1955. After his death in car crash, Dean became the first actor to receive the posthumous Academy Award nomination for Best Actor and remains the only actor to have that posthumous acting nomination. In 1999, the American Film Institute ranked him the 18th best male movie star of Golden Age Hollywood in American Film Institute 100 Years in 100 Stars list. James Dean's first television appearance was in Pepsi-Cola commercial. He quit college to act full-time and was cast in the first speaking part as John the Beloved Disciple. In 1954, James Dean became interested in developing a career in motorsport. Humphrey Bogart, an actor, commented after Dean's death about his public image and legacy. He said, "Dean died, it's just the right time. He left behind a legend. If he had lived, he'd never been able to live up to his publicity." Anyway, talagang napakasad talaga sa nangyari kay James Dean. Now, we're going to jump into Audrey Hepburn. Now, I'm outlining Audrey Hepburn here. She's so beautiful. I love her brows. And then I'm going to prepare for the base and then start with the shades. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you something about Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn or Audrey Kathleen Ruston. She was born May 4, 1929 and she died January 20, 1993. Was a British actress and humanitarian, recognized as a film and fashion icon. She was ranked by the American Film Institute as the third greatest female screen legend in Golden Age Hollywood, and was inducted into the International Best Dressed List Hall of Fame. She was born in Aix, Brussels, and Audrey Hepburn spent parts of her childhood in Belgium, England, and the Netherlands. She studied ballet with Sonia Gaskell in Amsterdam beginning in 1945 and with Marie Rambert in London starting 1948. She began performing as a chorus girl in West End musical theater production and then had minor appearances in several films. Hepburn started in 1951 Broadway play Gigi after being spotted by French novelist Colette, on whose work the play was based. She rose to stardom in romantic comedy Roman Holiday in 1953 alongside Gregory Peck, for which she was the first actress to win an Oscar, a Golden Globe Award, and a BAFTA Award for single performance. That same year, Audrey Hepburn won a Tony Award for Best Lead Actress in a Play for her performance in Undine. She went to star in a number of successful films such as Sabrina in 1954, in which Humphrey Bogart and William Holden compete for her affection. Funny Face in 1957, a musical in which she sang her own song parts, the drama The Nun Story in 1959, the romantic comedy Breakfast at Tiffany's 1961, the thriller romance Charade 1963, opposite Cary Grant, and the musical My Fair Lady in 1964, which won the Academy Awards and BAFTA for the Best Picture. In 1967, she starred the thriller Wait Until Dark, receiving Academy Award, Golden Globe, and BAFTA nomination. After that, she only occasionally appeared in films, one being Robin and Marian in 1976 with Sean Connery, and her last recorded performance were the 1990 documentary television series Gardens of the World with Audrey Hepburn. She won 3 BAFTA Awards for Best British Actress in a Leading Role. In recognition of her film career, she received BAFTA's Lifetime Achievement Award, the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award, the Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award, and the Special Tony Award. She remains one of the 16 people who have won Academy, Emmy, Grammy, and Tony Award. Later in life, she devoted much of her time to UNICEF. Then she worked in some of the poorest communities of Africa, South America, and Asia between 1988 and 1992. In December 1992, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of her work as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. A month later, she died of cancer at her home in Switzerland at the age of 63.
So guys, tapos na po natin ang ating tables. Pwede na natin siyang ipakita sa inyo kung ano yung naging itsura niya. Ayan na po siya. So, meron tayong 6 na tables here na may mga portraits ng mga stars, mga very iconic person. So, sisimulan natin kay Audrey Hepburn kasi pagpasok nyo si Audrey Hepburn, kagad na makikita nyo. Anyway guys, okay, papakita ko sa inyo lahat, okay? Guys, ayan po, pagpasok nyo dito, si Audrey Hepburn, kagad na makikita nyo. Actually, yung dito, yung gilid niya is may ilalagay pa kaming cover dito like that. Yan, parang ganyan. So, ito po yung baba ng lamesa. Pinatong ko lang muna siya para, para makita lang natin kung ano magiging itsura niya. So, different video yun. Ayan po, and then si James Dean, pinagbaliktad ko. Ayoko silang pantay kasi syempre may tao doon sa kabila, may tao dito sa kabila, uupo dyan. Syempre gusto ko magkabaliktaran. James Dean. That's the James Dean. Yan. Super gwapo. And talagang pang-partner talaga sila. Dapat naging sila na lang, kasi ang ganda-ganda ni Audrey Hepburn. So, ayan po si Audrey Hepburn and James Dean. And then, Daran, Elizabeth Taylor here. Super ganda. I love her face here. Sobrang ganda. Purple eyes, of course. Ayan po. And then, Michael Jackson. Ayan po. So, pag nilagyan yan, syempre, kasi medyo shiny dito, and then may matte dito. Pero pag nilagyan niya ng epoxy, talagang magiging same talaga yung, ano niya, yung kanyang texture at hindi na siya wag ka hindi ka mag-aalala kung paano ilalagay yung baso at kung ano-ano diyan kasi hindi siya magagasgas pag may epoxy na siya. So that's the Michael Jackson there. Ayan po. And then Marilyn Monroe. Ayan po si Marilyn Monroe. Anyway, hindi masyado makita yung mukha niya. So itataas ko. Yan po si Marilyn, and then Elvis, of course. Ayan po. So, ayan na po guys, tapos na po. Tapos ko po lahat kasi nga talagang binigyan ko na ng maraming time talaga guys. At syempre sobrang busy ko. So, minsan konti-konti lang na ibibigay kong time dito. Pero ang haba. Anyway guys, ayan po ang ating tables here in Happinoy. So, ayan po, meron tayong 6. Actually guys, gusto ko pa siyang dagdagan pero sabi nila hindi babagay dito yung gusto ko eh. Meron pa akong isang table na ganito pero nasa bahay. So gagawa ko yon. Para sa akin lang yun, si Jerry Halliwell ang gusto ko kasi talaga. Sobrang ganda-ganda kay Jerry Halliwell. Anyway guys, ayun. So sana nagustuhan nyo ito. At yun, balik tayo sa aking pagmumuka, okay? So guys, ayun, pag gusto nyo makita yung ating mga tables here, pag gusto nyo pumunta sa isang art bar na pwede kayo mag-relax, just visit us here in Happinoy, located in Tokyo, Kaga, Tokyo Adachi-Ku Kaga, Nino Ichino-Niju-sang, or 2-1-23. So, magkita-kita tayo dito, mag-relax, pwede kayong mag-gitara dito kung gusto nyo, kung marunong kayong mag-gitara, pwede kayong mag-karaoke, pwede kayong kumain ang gusto nyo, pwede kayong mag-request, may steak din po tayo dito. Anyway guys, ayun, so tikman nyo rin yung aking Bicol Express here, kasi mapapawaw ka sa sarap. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!